What is up, YouTube? This is AlphonZeus of Team Gradelock here with another episode of Team Gradelock Unlocks League. We're going to be going over the latest Card Fight Vanguard episode, Ride 160, as well as results from my local and any more news that we have from Team Gradelock to you, our subscribers. So let's get right into it. Ride 160. Spoiler alert, you haven't seen the episode yet, please pause and close the video, go watch that episode, and then come back right here so we can discuss about it. Of course, if you don't want to do that, please click on the link in the description down below to skip right to the results of our local. So let's get right into it. Ride 160, Perfect Black Ring. This episode has been really interesting and leaves you off at the cliffhanger at the very end. I definitely had a lot of hype from it. Definitely something, because now we got Aichi's Gold Paladin Liberators going up against Takuto's Link Joker Starvaders. And we're just going to call him Takuto because since Spirit of Takuto and Takuto Reverse fused into one, you have a green eye and a yellow eye Takuto, so I'm just going to call him that. And while he's battling, you see almost everybody that has been unreversed. I don't think there's been anybody, maybe outside of Leon and Masaki, that have not been reversed at all throughout the entire season. But you see Team Dreadnought, you see Team AO4, you see Team Q4, you see almost everybody just battling these reverse fighters and just trying to at least hold still, while Aichi is trying to save the world. It's crazy. Because last time we left off, we see Ren just knocked out cold, lost to Kai. Seems like he's going to be reversed. I don't know, but something's going to happen. Hopefully he wakes up and he'll be alright because he has Psyqualia, and maybe he can have the same plot armor that Aichi has. As we start the fight off, we see the grade 1, we see the grade 2 rides. Nothing really major there. Since Takuto went first, he managed to get Infinite Zero, the Bane staple of the Link Jokers. And then, we see the triggers go off, and then Aichi rides Gancelot Zenith, which is strange because usually you want to think that he would use a break ride skill, but going up against the Jokers is probably better not to do that. Just keep going with the 11k base, and hopefully he won't lock it. But unfortunately for him, throughout the whole entire fight, he was just out of it. It seemed like he made the misplay already. Maybe he had a Gancelot regular in his hand, or maybe he just wanted to do Gancelot Zenith and didn't think about it. But whatever the reasoning may be, he wrote it, managed to get to Takuto 5 damage. He was about to go for game, but Takuto did have that 15k shield to block Aichi's final attack. And then we get to see the key of the deck for Takuto, Starvader Omega Glendios. And he broke road over Infinite Zero. So therefore, lock a rear guard in the front row, lock the Vanguard booster, and then, okay, call Dauntless Dominate Dragon Reverse, put him to rear guard, 15k attacker, and then you have the triangle lock, which is pretty much the main strategy of Link Joker to completely cripple an offense, especially somebody that swarms the field like the Liberators. And damn, that really put a hole in Aichi's plans. And when he tried to attack, perfect guard, because if Aichi, he might get double triggers in this place, but so Takuto really had to do it twice in a row to get the perfect guard down. He said, "No, I won't give up. I won't give up." And then Takuto's just like, "What are you doing? You look at all these fighters that are reversed. They have power they have not even seen before, and you want to take all of that away from them." I'm like thinking, well, of course you kind of lose your mind, and become a douchebag about it because you're cocky and arrogant, and you're thinking that, oh, maybe my reverse deck or my Link Joker deck's gonna completely take over everybody, and it's just, people think that it's like people are happy like that. Well, you may be happy, but I don't think the kind of happy that a lot of people see is happiness. And then the key person that he brought up just so happened to be Corrin. So on the second turn of Omega Glendios, when he had the Omega Lock, and he discarded Ashley Reverse, the thought of Corrin came back to Aichi. And then Takuto took Aichi a bit of a stroll down memory lane through just putting the reverse void in his spirit and just like picture it. I'm like, alright. And then Aichi gets like flamed up. It's like, okay, this guy's like on fire, and you're gonna be just take a break from the fight a little bit. So we see all the memories that Takuto presents of Corrin and Aichi in particular. And he was saying how, these memories in particular, she wants to hold dear, and she doesn't want to lose him or the memories, because when Aichi beats Takuto, he disappears, but then so does the memories of Corrin, Suiko, and Rekka. all of them disappear as well, because earlier in an episode or two earlier, it was explained how the Team Ultra Rare actually came to be when Takuto showed up at season 2 before it even started up. So it was definitely I don't know, I thought it was really cute. I wanted to see Aichi and Korin be together, and especially when they went back to the inside the building where you had Tetsu and Asuka and Kyo and his crew kicking ass. And Misaki was watching over Korin, and Korin finally, woke up but still tired from the reverse state. And then you have Leon, who fought against the reverse version of himself. So I think the only 3 characters that actually did not get reversed at all would be Misaki and Leon so far. Aichi, you don't see the reverse, but still he lost, and Void tried to take over his body. But then Leon came in and gave him plot armor. So we have that. But then I thought it was cute because I was thinking, wow, Aichi Korin, let's go, come on. Come on, leader, get your girl. And then, Takuto, although kind of shatters that, just saying, well, you're a cold-hearted person, I'm going to punish you like a cold-hearted person. Even though that Aichi's trying to do the right thing by saving the world. And then Takuto finally gets it, because after he did the reverse with locking the last rear guard unit, he calls out a key unit that I think that's going to be a staple in every single Link Joker deck, which is going to be Starvader Cold Death Dragon. Dear God, he's only 8k, but his skill is crazy. Just put him on the field, counterblast 1, and then superior lock the top card to an empty rearguard circle. So, not even decks like Spike Bros, Murakumo, stuff that returns back to the deck from the field, they're not even safe now. And Omega Glenios is looking completely viable, because now, you don't see a lot of counterblasting from it, and that's interesting. So stuff like Cold Death Dragon and Dust Tail Unicorn, those 2 are definitely good units to probably put in there. Although Worldline Dragon, I can see why it's pretty good. I guess I just gotta see if we play test it in the deck. But of course, this episode has been hyped up so much, and it is hype. And towards the end, when Takuto has the Omega Lock on all 5 of Aichi's rearguard units, seems that all hope is lost. The black gates open. The black ring pretty much sums all the Link Joker units. You see some of the reverse units. You see Chaos Breaker Dragon descend from there. And now everybody has the most sad look on their face ever, because the people outside are looking at all the Link Jokers invading Earth. And you see the people inside are just looking at Aichi lost again. And is this going to be the case? I'm not sure, but seeing the preview from episode 161, or Ride 161, you see all those rear guards coming back, so maybe Aichi has a trick up his sleeve. Maybe it's going to be a new Alfred or something like that you just take all the locked units, put them back in the deck. Well, I can't unlock them, but I can get new units, so put them back in the deck and get them back out. I hope something like that happens, because Aichi definitely has to win this one. If not, then this is going to be a very interesting season 4. Well, I guess that's it for the discussion of the episode. Of course, if you want to comment on anything I didn't mention, or if you want to comment on anything that I did mention, please feel free to comment down below and get a conversation started. So now let's get right to the results of our local. Now, in this case, I only attended the one at Game On Saturday, and because Thursday I wasn't able to go because I had an appointment. And then Friday, I went to Comics and Toys again for, hopefully the Wei Schwartz tournament for Sword Art, and still I wasn't, nobody really showed up, so I felt a little bit disappointed there. But, the guy who ran the store gave us the free pins for the Sword Art. Actually, I'll just show you. You see this, right? Yeah. It gave us out these pins, and I have it on my jacket ever since, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then I met up with a few friends, did some trading, and got some playtesting done, especially for my Ghost Tricks, because, dear God, Swords of Concealing Light is a thing in Ghost Tricks, and it's so good when you pair that up with Ghost Trick Mansion, and then you have your Ghost Tricks in the field, and just boom, 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 and it shows how much Ghost Trick Mary is a complete awesome engine for the deck, completely awesome. And then Saturday came the day. It was a day after the launch of the trial decks for Link Joker and the Shadow Paladins, for the Starvaders and the Revengers, and Of course, I got 4 trial decks. I got even the sleeves and the double sleeves for Infinite Zero, and it was pretty good. I liked the mechanic of it and having all the promos in store. So I had the Dust Tail Unicorn. I had 4 of Dark Band. I was pretty much ready for it. But when I went in there, I playtested a bit with Joe, and I didn't realize that Joe actually had the support for set 4 because he had his perfect guards, he had triggers, so he didn't have to do Rainbow. And I just felt like, damn. Maybe I didn't see any stand triggers in that fight, but still, he had way more support than I did. And hopefully, next week for the sneak peek, that'll be available, but I'll talk about that a bit later. And then, so I took my 4 trial deck Link Joker with promos and entered the tournament with them. I had the Rainbows trigger set up. I had the 4 12k attackers, 3 of the 10k vanillas, 4 of Mobius, and then you had the 4 7k Counterblast 1 gain 1k power, 4 of the 8k vanillas, 4 of the 10k attackers, and 2 of the 10k boosters if I have more rear guards than the opponent, which is awesome when you're locking stuff. And I went 1 and 3. First round I went up against John from our team. I got Gradelock both games, one at grade 1 and the other at grade 2. And then second game I went up against Joe. He was playing the Celestials, Angel Feathers. Game 1 I managed to beat him. Game 2 he beat me because he had Zerakiel on the damage, and I don't have any perfect guards at all. And the third game he beat me again with that. I think I got Gradelock at 2 for just a turn though. But still, it was just I don't have the cards to guard with all those numbers, and it's just crazy. Third game I went up against Adam, and he was playing Spike Bros, and game 1 we ended up going to game 3. Game 1 he had the combo with Dudley and I couldn't take it anymore. Game 2 I managed to do the lock combo with Infinite Zero. Then game 3 he got Gradelock that one because he forgot to do the Jelly Bean combo to get himself out of Gradelock for his grade 2 ride. So it was a misplay on his part, but it was still it was a decent round. And then 4th round I went up against Alex. He was running MLB, and he beat me because he had the skill both times, and I had no perfect guard, especially when you have a 10k plus 10k and extra critical on that, and I'm like, I can't do that, I can't guard. So I ended up 1 and 3, but hopefully, it'll turn out better. The people who actually ended up topping were Henry. He's still undefeated for I think the 3rd week now with his Eradicators. Joe with his Revengers. Besides with Aqua Force, and oh boy, I'm trying to remember who was the 4th one at the top. I think it was Eric. Yeah, Eric, and I think he was using Gold Paladins. So it was a interesting top 4. I just wish that I was like Henry's still going undefeated, going in strong, and they managed to save all their prize support for next week when the sneak peek comes in. And then after that, actually, we have a different set of things set up for this week. Tonight, I'm gonna upload another casual series. It's actually the one from last week, from the Nova Grapplers versus Dark Irregulars, and we're gonna be going a little bit further into that. And then we're actually gonna do another casual series. Hopefully, I get the videos and I'll upload them this week. It will be a demonstration, pretty much, of what it's like with the trial decks. So we'll be having the Revengers versus Star Invaders. Revengers have their own support from set 4 and the promos as well. I only have my trial decks in the promos, so we're gonna do a little demonstration just to see how it. We're gonna go into 3 games, and we'll just show you at least what to expect, especially when the Revengers and the Star Invaders do get their support. And now we're actually gonna go into a little bit more news in Vanguard, where they announced the 2014 League Tournament. Now, as much as from the details that I've seen on the internet and what I've noticed in particular, the tournaments and events, okay, team of 3, and okay, you can either be the Crate Defenders or you can be the Invaders. Where Crate Defenders, you have to be a you can't play Link Joker, you can't play any reverse units, but you can play anything else in there. And so, here, let me just look this up just a little bit more. It was pretty much scheduled just for saying, okay, team league, teams of 3. there is gonna be no distinction between the invaders and the defenders. Although you do get your little badges, kind of like just say how it is, but it's nice. I like this kind of support and pushing this event to make sure that it happens, and I'm really hopeful for it. I hope that it's gonna be a big success. I can't wait till they announce when the tournament is gonna be, where the tournaments are gonna be, because I think there's gonna be a lot of people coming out and like attending these events for the sole purpose of, hey, okay, instead of just getting luck sack, at least two of my teammates, God forbid, get grade stuck, and then we lose a round. And then after that, when we go into top 8 or like the top cut, it goes to best 2 out of 3. So I'm thinking, yes, okay, now we're getting better, and we don't have to worry too much about getting Gradelock and losing and being knocked out because of that, just that sole reason. So I think it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. And of course, next week, or at least at the time of this video, this Saturday will be the sneak peek for set 12. Oh boy, it's gonna be crazy. Of course, my local game on is gonna be doing the sneak peek. $30 for the actual draft, and there's gonna be insane prize support involved with that. And you get the $20 sneak peek where you just get your packs and you're entered in for a chance to win a prize, which is either maybe the card folder or an actual sneak peek playmat. I know that from the last sneak peek that we had for set 10, they just gave out the deck boxes that had Descendant on it, and yeah, we'll just see what happens there. In terms of the other news, the one I think I announced this last week was Cold Death Dragon and how he's pretty broken. And seeing in the episode where you had 4 rear guards and then he's a Fury locked one. Alright, Cold Death Dragon is gonna be a staple. It's gonna be a staple because now I realize the main strategy that I've had with playtesting the Link Jokers, the locking is extremely crazy. It's extremely good. I just wish I had a grade 1 lock pressure. But of course you can't have everything, but the grade 2 lock pressure is actually really good, because when you have the 12k attacker and your 8k vanilla swinging for 20k against that 10k at most Vanguard, unless they run the 11k where you have to do a minus in order for it to attack, it's good. It's really good. And then once you get to the infinite zero, you pretty much just break right and just say GG's, because now pretty much you lock one of the front rows if they have it, and then you lock the Vanguard booster, and then use the Dust Tail Unicorn and lock the other front row, and then you have the Triangle Lock. Triangle Lock is pretty much the thing that you're going to be seeing a lot of nowadays, because it's I guess how Joker would just set up their offense and also prep their defense, because with both rear guards locked in the front row, you only have the Vanguard tank, and then you have like, okay, unless you break guard this, I'm probably not going to need any more than 10k shield. And then if you're swinging for only 10k as a Vanguard for those aggressive decks like Coco and W Emperor, then I just put 10k and say, okay, no pass, and I just put down 1 card, because you have no Vanguard booster and you have no front row unit. So I definitely like that. And then the Shadow Paladins and Revengers in particular have been extremely crazy, because now they're hitting a lot of magic numbers with the break ride for Mordred Phantom, and then you ride over the Revenger, the grade 3 of that, where not only gets a Superior Call unit, and then you get +5/+10, +5 to even +10 on the Vanguard, and then you get even a 5k and a crit activating the limit break, and you can just retire the same unit that you called. So now you're going to be dealing with 2 damage instead of 1. And you're going to be hitting a high number, so you have to drop that perfect guard, or else just hope the guy doesn't get another crit, or if you have 4 damage already, just hope for a heal. So I think the strategies for those is going to be interesting, and with the set 12 decks that are going to be coming out, I think that Amon is going to see a lot of play, because he's probably one of the best reverse units that I've seen, because you just lock 1 and then he gains 1k in the soul, pretty much negating the use of a Vanguard booster, and you just say, alright, I have this and a crit now. Because you're definitely going to have more than 6 in the soul by the time you're done. Because you have the Succubi, which you have, the soul charge 1, and then you have the Amon support, where the rear guard, well, when placed on rear guard, you soul charge 2 if you have an Amon Vanguard. And then you have also an exclusive sub-arch type perfect guard, so I think that's going to see a lot of play. For Reverse Lukier, I think there's going to be maybe a few people that are going to try it out. I haven't tried out the Pale Moon reverse build myself, but I think it's gonna be alright. It's probably gonna be a lot of on hit pressure, and if you succumb to that on hit pressure, they're gonna be swapping stuff out of the soul, and you have to end up guarding again, and hopefully you don't get that 6 damage in check. And aside from that, I think that'll be all for this discussion. Just stay tuned for the casual series that's gonna be uploaded this week, and also in addition to the demonstration that Joe and I will put up, I'm gonna put up a bloopers video just to kind of just show what happened when we are trying to do a legit demonstration. And then after that, actually, we're gonna be introducing a new segment in Vanguard where it's gonna be pretty much Team Gradelock unlocks the team, and you actually get to meet our members of Team Gradelock and go over their history, how they came to Vanguard, what what was the clan that they stayed with, how it evolved over time for that particular clan, and then just talk about the game in general. And I think that this would help at least our subscribers know our team on like a more on a different level, rather than seeing them in the casual series and the opening packs and whatnot. So I hope you guys will enjoy that segment. If you want that, just feel free to like and comment on that video saying that you want more, and we'll be more than happy to keep that segment going for you. And that is it for me. My name is AlphonZeus of Team Gradelock, and I hope you all have a great week, because now we have unlocked the week for you. And have a good night. We'll see you next time.